Okay. So this first song is called What If? And the pandemic's been really hard for people who struggle with anxiety like me. So this song is about working through that anxiety. I've actually been having panic attacks when I'm trying to go to sleep. And it's finally getting better. But it was like almost every night my heart's racing, I feel like I'm dying for 6 months. So it's really been humbling. So there's a few songs in this set about that. And this first one is called What If? Lay awake, wasting my time. Can't get these anxious thoughts out of my mind. Danger feels imminent here, with every shallow breath drowning in fear. I try to pray, but I can't. Imagining tragedies, making a plan, both fully out of control. Chaos gets greater the tighter I hold. What if all these worst case scenarios, I could let you carry those? What if I could live in the present now, make every blessing count? What if each night the worry still comes, all of life's tears rising and all at once, we march in an endless parade. Can't bear the dreadful weight of on the stage. What if all these worst case scenarios, I can let you carry those? What if I could live in the present now, make every blessing count? Cause the answers are not in my head, so I run to you instead. Take this mustard seed of faith and plant it deep in grace. What if all these worst case scenarios, I could let you carry those? What if I could live in the present now, make every blessing count? What if all these worst case scenarios, I could let you carry those? What if I could live in the present now, make every blessing count? What if? So this is another song, kind of writing to comfort myself in this process. And things are getting a little better, which is great. I've had to learn to use some mindfulness strategies and yoga, and really change my diet too. And there's been a lot of different stuff. Reorganize my bedroom to kind of get me out of that funk. It's been a lot of work to finally be sleeping normally again. But this is just some truths that I've been clinging to in this whole process. Oh, my husband hasn't even heard this song.
I didn't hear the last one either.
Oh, really? You've never heard that one either?
No.
This one's called I Belong to You. I am on a slow decline. I have tried to hold what's mine, like grasping for the wind. Everything will fall apart. Someday stop this beating heart. I can't outrun the end. lyrics, so hopefully I remember it, but I just feel like it fits really well with the other ones I've been doing. But if I just miss the lyrics and just make them up, you guys won't know, so it's fine. You guys haven't heard it, so it's fine. This one's called You Will, and I'm kind of a nerd, as you probably can tell. I'm a nerd with like Bible software too. Like I like to look up what words mean, because I just think it's so interesting, the fact that we have this scripture that came to us in Greek and Hebrew. We can actually go and look at what the Greek and Hebrew words actually meant, and I geek out about it. So I was doing a search because I was in a situation in my life where I was like, there's still not a lot of trust for me, and I was like, I need to know what God's will is for me. Like, I don't want to choose the wrong thing, and I was freaked out, and so I searched for like verses on God's will, and what I did though was I put God and will because I didn't want to filter out will of God. But what I got instead was all these verses that had the word God and the word will in them, and you can guess that it wasn't about God's will, it was about things that God will do. And so that was really where the thinking transformed for me and started to be an aha moment of like, oh, like I've been freaking out thinking I had to pick this really narrow thing and do it all just right, and there's so much grace and I'm actually held and cared for. So the song is kind of stream of consciousness, like there's not really a chorus or anything, it's just kind of me working through that. Closer to an answer, but closer to the truth. It doesn't really matter if I don't believe you. And all I speak are empty pious words. And I deceive when I deny my hurt. Reaching a decision is difficult enough. I can't fight the question. someone I knew had cancer, and she ended up passing away. But there's still a hope that there's more going on than just what's going on physically. And so the song is still kind of a question mark in my mind, but there's also hope. It's based on a verse in Job where it says, He knows the way I take, and when He has tested me, I'll come forth as gold. And that our hard things that we go through can ultimately make us more beautiful if we allow ourselves to be in the hands of the potter and the silversmith, that those are images used in the Bible to describe God. And so I feel like that's happened in my life. I'm dealing with abuse and trauma. I feel like those things, instead of destroying me, have actually made me stronger and made me more able to minister to other people, to be able to help other people. So I wouldn't change it at this point in my life. But it's really hard when you're in the middle of it. So if you're in the middle of something hard, I just want you to know it's okay to struggle, and there's hope. And grab my pick that I just dropped. there was this piece of embroidery that was in a frame where there was glass on both sides. So you can see this beautiful embroidered crown, and you can see a bunch of threads and knots on the backside. And she used to say, this woman got caught for hiding Jewish people during the Holocaust, and she and her sister went to a concentration camp. Her sister died there. And Corey was just this courageous, amazing woman. And she said that the view of the back, with all the knots and the threads, is what we see. But the crown is what God sees. And so there is a bigger picture that we don't always see. And I know I don't always see with the stuff I've been going through. But there's hope that there is something happening, that all of these things that are hard right now and hard to explain or understand, they're moving towards something. So the song is called There's a Crown. And all the scattered threads, they're gathered and bound, and every part connects and they align, and they all find their place in a beautiful design. There's a crown on the other side. Check charts, a together what was torn apart. The holy creed still pierces me on the backside of embroidery. But on the other side there's a crown, and all the scattered threads they're gathered and bound, and every part connects and they align. They all find their place in a beautiful design. There's a crown on the other side. I was woven in the womb, for knowing is coming soon. I was woven in the womb, for knowing is coming soon. On the other side there's a crown. On the other side there's a crown. On the other side there's a crown. Alright, this is my last one, and I just kind of put some chords to the bridge today. So we'll see how it goes. I've never played this for anyone. My husband has heard it through the door. This isn't even on my YouTube channel. So you guys are literally the first people to ever hear the song. But I wanted to end with some hope because this pandemic has been really hard, and I felt trapped and felt like nothing was happening. And so this is kind of my resolution to live my life as fully as I can right now, even though things aren't the way they are, aren't the way we want them to be. And so the song is called Sing Anyway. I've been crying, the mountain doesn't move. My heart's breaking, dying for good news. Yeah.